Yes, in motherfucking deed, Emmanuel Chang. Yo, welcome to the Five Reasons Sports Post Game Show, aka the Post Up. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd, and I am joined today by my guy Jonathan Rumlicon, Ricky J. Mark, the First Lady of Five Reasons Sports, Alana Tahauer, Brian Young, and my guy Simba. Simba, I never really want to tell people your real name. I just go by Simba.
I don't want people to know my real name either.
I was just about to say it too, so I'm glad that you said that. Lady and gentlemen, we watched the Udonis Haslem play basketball today, did we not? The most glorious 3 minutes of the season. There was also other things that happened in this game in which we put foots all in Philadelphia's ass. But I'm going to start my guy, Jonathan Rumlicon. Rumlicon, what did you see today from your Miami Heat?
Well, the first thing I noticed is that Udonis Haslem is averaging 55 points on his per 36. And I want to thank Michael Christian for the dono. I'm paying for the whole segments of Sixers slander. We're going to let out all that Sixers slander over the course of the next 45 minutes. What I saw in the game is Miami just turned it up on the defensive end. We were doubling every time Embiid or Simmons got the ball in the post. We were forcing them to take tough shots. If they were taking long twos and making it, I was absolutely fine with that. In the first half, we saw Duncan. Although he wasn't making the shots, Duncan was a monster on defense. He was getting deflections. He was getting steals. He was killing it out there. Jimmy Butler was on fire from the three-point line. He came out, catch and shoot, pull up, off the inbounds. Any way you want it, Jimmy Butler was giving it to you. And he took that first quarter personally. And then Joel Embiid, after Trevor Ariza was going off, I think Joel Embiid, I don't know how he was unable to stay upright after that. Like, what are you? Are you like 2 months old where you can't stay upright after falling on the ground? You have to go and clip this guy's ankle. Like, that's why your fat ass is always getting injured, because your knees can't handle your weight. And, I really felt like that was kind of a low-key dirty move by Joel Embiid, because he was getting punked by the Miami Heat pretty much the entire game. Nunn had a pretty decent game. He went out with injury. Bam had a really good game. I felt like he was really impactful on both ends of the floor. And shout out to Coach Spo, man. This was a perfectly coached game by Coach Spo. The second half, we didn't really even – what is there to talk about in the second half? It was all academic. We were just cruising to the win at that point. But it was a just phenomenal game, top to bottom. I love what we did. And man, we set the tone for the playoffs, and if we get this team in the second round, Heat in 5, man.
Listen, so I don't even know what to tell you about the second half. I was still riding that wave of Udonis Haslem smooth through the rest of the game. Just be honest with you, bro. Like, it was a blur, bro, but I was having a good time. Simba, we'll go with you. We're going to go this way. This way. Why is it backwards? Simba, what did you think of the game, bro?
It was a great game. I think first quarter said the whole game. Jimmy Butler came out super aggressive. Everybody followed after. Tyler Hero, am I not talking?
No, you're fine. Manny switched.
No, he's getting switched on.
That's going to confuse me, Manny.
What was I saying? Tyler Hero, Royals' favorite player, was killing it tonight. So, I think it was great to see. Kendrick Nunn did his thing until he hurt his what would he hurt? His leg?
Quad.
Calf.
I'm sorry.
But everybody played well. I liked it. It was pretty good. Second half was kind of boring, but I don't think it was because of the Heat. It was because of the fucking commentary. It was so freaking boring. Like, talking about movies and MVPs. I was like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, I couldn't concentrate on the game.
I hate national commentary, bro. Like, it's always terrible. People were complaining about the commentary at the last game, and thank God we get to go Eric Reed back next time.
Reggie Miller said that what's this guy?
Dwight Howard
had championship DNA. I'm like, what the fuck? He's got one championship.
He's on a team that won a title.
Michael posted that, and I thought it was perfect, because what championship DNA? He was the 15th man on the back end of a roster. Like, he was playing behind.
That's not true.
Like,
he was a starter. He was a starter in the finals. Token starter, but a starter nonetheless.
He was the backup center.
He was the Jonas Algauskas.
Brian,
there's the name.
Give me your thoughts on the game.
So it was a game where it felt like the whole team was essentially in flow, right? And I don't know if that's because, the Heat have been playing really well as of late, but I don't know if that's because the Heat are just a really, really good matchup for Philly, or because Philly was playing really stupid. Like, we know that the Heat want to have a slow-paced game. They don't want the team to, jack up threes and all of that. And it felt like Philly was really content to try to post players up and not take threes, and it just ended up working out really, really poorly for them. So, that's the type of performance that you love to see going into the playoffs. And, I feel like both Jonathan and Simba said it best. This team just looks really, really good. and this is a win that you take every day of the week.
Brian, I got a follow-up question to you, bro. Have
What's
you
up?
turned the corner? You haven't been on the post game in a while, and I wanted to know, have you turned the corner on where you are with Miami right now?
I feel like after this type of a game, I have to say yes, but that's not my brand. I'm going to be honest. I have not. I have absolutely fucking not. Listen,
Stupid.
they're going to play the Hawks in the
Accurate.
first round, and it's going to go 7 games. We all know that's what's going to happen. So I hope we all prepare for that.
So thank you, Ravi Patel, for the $4.99 donor. He said, I'm ready for Ricky to say I'm not feeling good about the Bucks. The boy feeling good. He at 5. Yes, indeed, Ravi Patel. Alana,
I'm not.
give me your thoughts about the Heat. We're not asking you anything right now, Ricky.
33. I know what that means.
We are talking to Alana.
Listen, tonight is what every night should be from here on out, going into the playoffs, in the first round of playoffs, in the fucking second round of the playoffs. This was Heat basketball, and I'll be honest, at one point, and I tweeted this, I literally stopped even looking at the score because all I wanted was just like Ariza to fight everyone, and I wanted UD to punch out Dwight Howard. Like, I didn't even care what the score was. I was just like, give me all the culture, inject it into my freaking veins. So, I mean, I'm feeling great. Let's fucking go. I'm hyped.
Yes, indeed. Me too. I'm right there with you. Yes. Give me more. Give me more.
Rick, I'm a strap right now.
I got a few belts upstairs. Ricky, give me your thoughts on the game, brother.
Look, Udonis Haslem pretty much encapsulated it. I had flashbacks to, I think it was 2018 when D-Wade came back. And granted, they lost in 5 to the Sixers then, but during those 2 games, it got close. Like, it really felt really good. You saw Goran Dragic getting ready to throw hands at Marco Bellinelli. You saw Justice Winslow getting ready to fight Ben Simmons. I need that energy back. I miss that energy. I miss that kind of energy that you used to see from the Miami Heat when they knew they were outmatched. But it was just great. It's great to see how Miami was able to perform tonight. Granted, Joel Embiid was sick. So, you're not going to get 37 and 15, but that doesn't give the Sixers an excuse to perform the way that the rest of the Sixers, an excuse to perform the way they did. I mean, you got a little bit of everything out of everybody. Teamwork. I mean, Alana's the one that says this better than anybody else here. When this team plays team ball, they're pretty hard to beat. You had 18, 12, and 8 from Bam, 10, 5, and 4 from Ariza, 21, 5, and 4 from Jimmy, 13 and 2 from Nunn before he went off with the calf injury. Hero had 18, 6, and 2. Duncan Robinson had an uncharacteristically bad game, but those happen when you're a shooter. But here's the thing. You had Dragic off the bench with 15, 3, and 6. So it worked out for Miami tonight. UD came in, 2 for 2 from the field, 2 rebounds, 3 minutes, and 1 punking of one Dwight, whatever his middle name is.
That was the most important stat of the night by far.
Facts.
Easily. So I want to bring up a conversation. Yes, you did. I don't know if that's true, but I want to bring up a conversation that was had last night on the full court press with our guys Ariel Atias, Gadiel Cartagena, Marco Romo, and Alex Toledo, who was on there last night. And it kind of got me pumped when I thought about it. They saw an avenue back to the Eastern Conference Finals for Miami, and that kind of looked like a 4-5 matchup, whether it be the Knicks or the Hawks, and then a second round matchup with the 76ers. And I think tonight, if nothing else, it gave a lot of Heat fans confidence that if we get those matchups lined up that way, then we could potentially be on our way back to the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't want to do the fucking sunshine pumping thing, but I can't help but agree with that sentiment after what I saw tonight. Simba, does that sound like something that could happen to you?
Easy. It'll be easy. 76ers are done. Fuck it. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah. For real. I mean, when you watch Jimmy Butler play the first quarter, that kind of shows me what he's going to be playing like if we have a second round matchup with him the whole time. It's going to be aggressive Jimmy from the start. He's going to punk Embiid, Simmons, and Dwight Howard all game. And so I'm here for it.
Ricky, we're going to get your negative ass out the way before we get to everybody else. Do you see this as an avenue, or do you see that potentially being a way for Miami to return back to the Eastern Conference Finals?
I think anything is possible in the Eastern Conference. I mean, if we're being absolutely honest, if we end up facing the Nets, you're talking about a big three that is one setback away from losing all three of them. You have Kevin Durant, who is still working his way back from an Achilles tear, who has missed multiple games this season. James Harden just missed 18 games. He's just now coming back. And Kyrie Irving is a wild card, the living definition of a wild card. If he's not out for personal reasons, which we don't make light of, regardless of what it is, he's got a long history of injury problems where every other season he's out for the season. And no team with James Harden as your best player is ever going to get to the finals, Eastern Conference or Western Conference. So if the stars align and Miami encounters them in either the conference finals or the conference semifinals, and all those things happen with a team that has barely really played with each other, then yeah, very realistically, the Heat could get into the Eastern Conference Finals. But again, the stars have to align. Am I expecting that to happen? Not necessarily, but hey, crazier things have happened, like the Lakers and the Heat playing in the finals. Oh wait, that was last year. So
Tell you. Alana, are you buying the hype?
I am, but cautiously. I'm kind of of the mindset of Ricky where it totally could happen, but I'm not ready to go all the way in yet because at the end of the day, it's been a small sample size of us looking like we were supposed to be looking. I do think if we stay healthy and we're able to play team ball, we can fire on all cylinders, and we do have a chance to do that. I'm just not ready to make that claim yet.
You guys, listen, I understand that you guys are two people who like to base their lives in realism. Tonight is not the night for that shit. We need to be over the top, sunshine pumping. Miami is bike. We go into the finals. We just blew that shit out in real life. So I was finally right about that. And I am looking for us to win big in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Brian,
we need some injecting into your
that's what I'm saying.
Listen, the culture is being injected. The culture doesn't necessarily always mean wins, okay?
You need to bite the pillow, inject it, boom. Let's go.
Thank you. Like my man Ariel Latier said, Brian, say it with me. Eastern Conference Finals.
Nope. See, unlike other people, I don't, unless it's a vaccine, I don't inject things into my veins. So, not judging people that do, but I just can't with this team. I can't.
Like a Scorpio does.
Okay. I think it's very possible. It's possible that they could get that. Crazier things have happened, right? But I don't know, man. Like the Philly team that we saw today, I don't think that was the real Philly team. Like I said, they played stupid. I think it's going to be different in the playoffs when these teams are playing their best basketball. I don't think that you can expect Jimmy to go 4 for 4 from 3. I don't think you could expect Joel Embiid to just not show up and play basketball. I don't even know what the hell Ben Simmons did today. I think it's just we're looking at two different scenarios. And
David, if I had that power, I would use it very differently. Just want to let you know.
I think that, like, if we're talking peak for peak, then it's going to be a very competitive series, but I'm just not there yet with the Heat. I think they got to really show me something in that first round series. If they sweep the Hawks and they look dominant doing it, I think we're having a different conversation. But we've seen this team. We know how up and down they can be, and it feels like right now they're on one of those ups, and I don't know if in a week or two they're going to be sliding right back down. So we'll have to see.
Y'all are blowing me right now, bro.
You guys are watching the Dogecoin way too much, man.
I'm telling you. Jonathan
we don't
Ramadan.
disrespect Dogecoin on here.
I don't even know how that works, so leave me out of that conversation.
Neither do I, but I got Coinbase because Jonathan Ramadan told me to.
Jonathan tried to explain it to me. I'll give that to him. But
No. I don't understand it when he explained it. I just got it.
Our next course is going to start after this show, right?
Perfect.
Right. 5 reasons to Dogecoin. Jonathan Ramadan. Talk some sense into these folks, bro. Say it with me, Jonathan. Eastern Conference Finals.
Eastern Conference Finals. There is an absolute path for us to get there. If we get the 4-5 matchup, regardless of if it's the Knicks or if it's the Hawks, that's a matchup that the Heat favor, right? That's a matchup that Coach Spo can focus on, taking Trae Young out of those matchups, taking somebody like John Collins out of those matchups, and is making it hard for those teams to win. If you face the Hawks or the Knicks, I'm about 99% sure we win that series, right? If we face Philadelphia in the second round, that's also another series that I really favor Miami in, because the way Philadelphia plays, they have 2 non-shooting stars, right? And they're not just non-shooting. Ben Simmons will never shoot. He will never shoot a 3. And, Embiid will take it, but when he takes the 3s, that's kind of him allowing the defense to get what they want out of him. You want Embiid to shoot 3s instead of being inside of the paint. And I think with Coach Spo versus Doc Rivers, I think that's a really good matchup with us. I think Spo can definitely outcoach Doc Rivers. Look what he did tonight. Every time Embiid and Simmons got the ball, he was throwing a double at them, and they did not know what to do. And regardless of if it was, Tobias Harris or Danny Green, he was letting the third and fourth options of that team beat us. He was not letting Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid beat us. And the better, not the better thing is, but with these two guys, those two stars, they're also hurt quite frequently. So if Embiid is out, that team is gone to shit. That team is going to be a lot worse. We're going to make Ben Simmons' life a living hell. If we get that 4-5 matchup and then we get Philadelphia in the second round, I'm about 80% confidence we can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, I'm not sure why everybody is so pessimistic that we can't do that. Sure, if we get the 6th seed and we face Boston or not Boston, Brooklyn or Milwaukee in the second round, that's a little bit harder, right? That path is a little bit harder. But if we get that 4-5 matchup, face Philadelphia in the second round, that's two favorable matchups that we can definitely get. And, I definitely think there's a big path. 80%. If we get that 4-5 and we get Philly in the second round, I think there's a big path for us to get back to the Eastern Conference Finals.
So I think I've been missing a whole hell of a lot of donos. If I have, I'm sorry. I don't see them anymore. But thank you, Christian Cardus, for the $1.99 dono. He said Embiid is soft as baby caca. Absolutely. So I think to Jonathan's point, maybe this game might have been over the top in terms of what we were able to accomplish. And I do believe that there are some things that won't be repeatable based off of what we did. But I do believe we did some things today that can be replicated in terms of how we could play them in a series. Like the double teaming of Joel Embiid. Look, I understand he's on the MVP list, but his decision-making out of double teams and traps and things of that nature has not been on top. They mentioned this last night on Full Court Press as well, but that's something that we can exploit as a team. And Ben Simmons' unwillingness to shoot, long documented throughout the years, we can exploit that type of shit. Simba, I don't know if we got to you in terms of Eastern Conference Finals. Did we?
Yeah, but I'm going to say it again. We're making it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Thank you, Simba. I knew we had got to you. I just wanted to hear it. I wanted to hear it one more time from you. So let's get to some of these. Before we go to the next segment, I want to thank Therapist Preferred, one of our sponsors at the 5 Reasons Sports Network. Therapist Preferred, a premium CBD company that was starting in 2019. There we go. They sell 100% THC third lab verified gummies and creams and oils and all types of stuff that heal your body and your mind. So make sure you go to therapistpreferred.com. Use the promo code 5 Reasons. The number 5 Reasons. Ricky is distracting the shit out of me. But the number 5 Reasons that you get 20% off your order and free shipping. Ricky, can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay,
yeah, I can hear you too. Can you also stop pointing to your face?
I would like some of that product.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's a good reason to point to your face then.
Yo! What up?
Listen, y'all are way too chill right now.
Listen.
Okay? Simpa, I will kick your ass the fuck out of here,
reminds me
right?
of the little kid from
I remind you of shit. You shut your fucking mouth. Listen to me.
Listen, Linda.
Michael's coming in hot tonight.
Listen, feeling like UD versus Dwight Howard in here.
The crowd was chanting my boy's name.
Right? You saw it? I started that shit. This thing is Eastern Conference Finals bound. It's not even close. Fuck the city of Philadelphia. Fuck Joel Embiid, Reggie Miller, Marv Albert. Stop coughing so much, homie. This team is 100% going to the Eastern Conference Finals. And you know what? Screw it. I'm all in on this train. Finals 2, baby. We're getting the ship this year. All in, poker face.
I hate that I have to now deal with this next week on our pod.
Next Monday is going to be lit as hell. I'll let you guys
yes, it will.
Somebody got to turn this shit up. Brian, lean into Blue's Clues or get some energy, bros. One of the two, homie. All right, see you guys.
He picked the most un-Blue's Clues shirt today, like on purpose.
I don't own a Blue's Clues shirt, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Most of your
all of
sweaters
them are
like
Blue's Clues shirts. Psych.
Nope. That's
So
Photoshop.
Embrace it, Brian. Just embrace it. We're here now.
do it.
Thank you, Ty Pride by Pack TV for the $2 dono. He said, "Love boy, feeling good." Yes, indeed. And thank you, Miami Sports Teams, for the $1.99 dono. He said, "The GOAT Michael is here. Let's go." Yes, indeed.
You guys don't forget Adam Barai is matching whatever you guys are donating.
You see, Alana,
get moving.
Yeah, that's true.
You see, Alana, you and I are here because I was just about to say that. I've actually been keeping the track of the donos that I've seen on my handy dandy notebook, so that I could make sure that I tell.
Hey, give that back to Brian. Give that back to Brian.
He has his own. He gave me
Michael
mine.
knows. Michael gets it.
Yes, indeed. Michael Christian, $10 dono. He said, "Y'all got to get Michael on more streams." I'm with it entirely. Let's get back
I'm still
to this
here.
game.
Just kidding.
Yo, Michael is a clown, bro. Hold on. Udonis says, "If this the last one, I finished it the way Udonis could with an ejection."
Fact.
My man. I want to talk about Udonis Haslem some more, bro. because he is the embodiment. Because a lot of us this may have been the last time that we've seen Udonis on the Miami Heat home court. And I just want to acknowledge how much that man has done for this community, how much he's done for this team. And yeah, we're not talking about this game, but we blew that shit out. So what the fuck y'all want to talk about? But that boy Udonis Haslem, if this has been his last home game, we want to say, OG, we love you. We appreciate you. The boy gonna forever rock you on his chest. You are the GOAT, bro. You are the GOAT, G. So anybody want to get their words in about Udonis before we go ahead and acknowledge this next dono?
Yeah, let me just drop some.
Okay, hold on. Let me read the dono before you go, because I know you already got all the information on Udonis. Thank you, Christian Cardus, for the $1.99 dono. He said, when last time we stopped watching because confident? Bro, I don't know what that means.
When's the last time we could stop watching because we were so confident we were going to win? I got you.
Oh, good job.
Yo, he didn't write
the
that
bubble. Bro, she understands.
That's what he meant, though. I got you.
He's here with Christian Cardus. But no, I want to let my man Ricky get to his UD love right quick, brother.
So yeah, without question, Udonis Haslem has been the most loyal, the most dedicated figure in Miami Heat history, bar none. He had the chance to leave on multiple occasions. He didn't. He took less money because the big three sacrificed, and he's basically taken haircuts on his salary just to not only stick around but to contribute to a contending team. The guy has put it all on the mat for this Heat franchise from the time he was an undrafted free agent playing in France for a year, coming back home just for a chance, starts averaging a double-double in the summer league, and next thing you know, he's the backup to Lamar Odom in Miami. Moving from there, they start talking from every point in this man's career. They counted him out. When they moved him into the starting lineup next to Shaq, people were like, "There's no way Shaq could win with a 6'7" power forward." He proved them wrong. He shut down Dirk Nowitzki when it counted. He went to war, almost went to blows on multiple occasions with Jermaine O'Neal in many memorable regular season games against the Pacers. I don't even need to get into detail about what he did to the Chicago Bulls. Alana could tell you all about that, and so can Tyler Hansbrough. This is a guy who, my goodness, I mean, I'll never forget the game winner he hit against the Washington Wizards, I think in the 2004-2005 season. I'll never forget his willingness to pretty much go to blows with anybody, not just Jermaine O'Neal, but Ron Artest at the peak of his powers. This was a guy that stuck around.
Dwight Howard,
and Dwight Howard too. Yeah, and Dwight Howard too. I mean, this was a guy that for on multiple occasions is responsible for more Heat wins than you could ever imagine. Just earlier tonight, a story came out about how he's the last person Jimmy Butler speaks with before he goes out on the floor. Because when it comes to being the OG, no one does it like UD. I know that rhymed. I don't normally do it all the time, but hey.
That rhymed too.
Hey, bro. J. Cole dropping tomorrow, bro. So them bars are coming out the woodworks. So thank you, Miami.
I got more,
Sports
but I'm gonna
teams.
pass it.
Thank you, Miami sports teams for the $1.99. Don't know. He said UD Game 6 2006 versus Dallas Legend. Thank you, Ariel Atias, for the $5 Canadian. He said only because the Heat are back and Adam Big Banks Barrage is going to match this. Yes, indeed.
Thank you. Here.
Thank you, Amp, the producer, for the $5 dono. He said UD just had the most efficient 2 minutes in Heat history. I can't stand D. D. Howard so fast. I mean, I don't care for him or not. But let's talk about some of the other players tonight. Yes, please go ahead. Come on, Manny.
No,
I'm sorry.
I mean,
you don't have to ask permission, Manny.
No, because I don't want to, mess up the flow. But the one UD moment I'll always have is when the Heat were facing the Bulls. First year of the Big Three. Game 1, Bulls just absolutely whooped their ass. UD was coming off an injury. Game 2, he gets inserted in, and just the energy, just his hustle is all that we needed to get back on track. And I'll never forget that dunk that he had right across the lane. I think it was on Taj Gibson. Taj Gibson was talking all this smack. And when UD went up there in Chicago at the United Center, slammed that ball in, that to me changed the entire series right there. So that moment for me, I will never forget. And if it is his last time on the Heat court like that, man, I mean, damn. I don't know what else there is to say, man. But 305 salute.
Yes, indeed.
All
yes,
those
indeed.
baseline
Thank you, man.
jumpers against Indiana.
Come on, man. Thank you guys for dropping those bars about UD. But let's move on to some of what we saw tonight, just so that we can make sure that we cover the actual game. Rapid fire, anybody, you can pick a player that you want and talk about what you saw from them tonight. And then we're going to move into some other things like what's next and how we expect for this thing to all shake out. Brian, I'll let you go first since you're in the order that I was going in.
All right, I'm gonna talk about my guy Bam Adebayo. Absolutely erased Joel Embiid from the game. Was aggressive. Shot when he was open, which I think is something we've been calling for. Didn't just look for dunking off of DHOs. 7 assists, almost had a triple double. That's what you want from Bam. When he plays like that, this team is really, really damn good, like they were tonight. So hats off to my guy.
I saw somebody ask. I'm sorry that I keep interrupting with these shits, but I saw somebody ask earlier for Gad to send us a culture minute graph. They wanted to see a Gad culture minute graph. Our guy Gad was at the game tonight, and he sent us a culture minute graph just for you guys. And there it is, right there. Udonis OG Haslem with the most culture minutes out of anybody. Don't worry about none of the words on there. Yes, he used the old graphic. He did it on his phone, but we don't care. The boy Gad has guts, and he is full of culture. And he showed you right now, UD, the biggest culture OG of all time. Thank you so much, Gadiel Cardenas. Thank you, Hermes Gonzalez, for the $199. Don't know. He said the whole league got put on notice the past 3 games. Slow your roll there, homie. Thank you, Big Stepper, for the $199. Don't know. He said Ricky on the Sherman Clump side of the game. I don't. Okay. Alana, pick a player. I don't know. But Alana, you can pick a player. You can talk about it.
I'm picking my favorite Virgo, Jimmy Butler. 4 for 4 from 3. What are we doing? Is this the new Jimmy? Playoff Jimmy activated? Literally, I think I screamed out loud to myself every single time. If this can keep up, I'm not expecting this every game, but if he could just throw 1, 2, 3, is that his new bag of tricks? I don't know. I'll take it. Jimmy is activated, and Jimmy is doing exactly what Jimmy needs to do.
I'm with it, bro. Jimmy is the man. And I think we've been talking about these as of late. You've been hearing a lot of conversation about the all NBA teams. And a lot of people consensusly have Jimmy Butler on the second team behind people like Luka and Steph at the guard position and a couple of people at the forward position. I want Jimmy on that first team. Like, I think Jimmy has had the type of season that warrants a first team nod. And I just hope the league can acknowledge what he has been able to do for this team, because we're dog shit without him, and with him, we're a world beater. So thank you, Jet Law, for the $2 dono. He said, forget Dogecoin. How about Shiba Uni dogs? No idea what you're talking about. We'll leave that for yeah. Thank you, HM. I hope you're having a good night. Shout out to Gadiel Cartagena for the $2 dono. Bam looking like Pippen from Jimmy's MJ. Bam looking like Pippen to Jimmy's MJ. Salute. I'll take it. Thank you, Miami Sports Teams, with the $4.99 dono. Jimmy had Duncan shooting tonight, and Duncan had Jimmy defense. That's okay. I'll let Simba go, and then we'll get into some nuances. But go ahead, Simba. Pick a player and talk about his game.
I'm gonna talk about Tyler Hero. He has looked better.
Go ahead, Jonathan. Pick a player and talk about his game.
No. Let's hear it. Come on.
He's looked better, man. Like, why are you going to be hating on him tonight, man? He was 6 of 13. He was hitting those threes. I think there was 1 3 that it was ill-advised off the break again. But whatever, you take it. He had a good game today. Like, it wasn't – he was the bench for the most part, besides Dewayne Dedmon. Always – with being like the most impactful player off the bench, apparently. But Tyler Hero, this is what it's going to be with Tyler Hero. He's either going to help you or he's going to hurt you. And as long as he's helping you like this, you take it, man. You take it.
He had a really good second quarter.
Is that all he had? That's all he had.
Bro, yeah. Listen, I wasn't gonna do it tonight, bro, but god damn it, bro. Like, thank you, Frank for the $1.99 dono. He said, thanks for the show, Gohi. Thank you guys for joining us and always getting the comments, making us laugh a little bit too. Adam Barai, don't text me giving me instructions. You get your ass in here with these donations and start matching these folks. I don't want to hear your shit, bro. Like, you told me you was gonna match them, you're going to match them. Whether it be on the stream or after the stream, I'm getting my money. Jonathan Ramlakan, go ahead and talk about whoever you want to talk about, bro.
I'm gonna pick Trevor Ariza because I felt like he had a really impactful game overall. Just on the defensive end, the way he's able to switch, he's able to recover, he's able to help cover guys, front people, get deflections. He started off on Ben Simmons, and think about it, really. Ben Simmons is the point guard of the team, so Kendrick Nunn was able to match up on Tobias Harris, and he got cooked a couple times, but he did have that nice block, which I credit to Udonis Haslem once he checked in, right? But he was just doing everything phenomenally on the defensive end. Offensively, he was getting offensive rebounds, he was getting tip-ins. He knows where to put himself when Goran or somebody else is driving to the rim. So if they need an outlet, he's open for the three, and he's able to make those shots. He had that nice fast break pass to Kendrick Nunn in the first half where he was able to secure that fast break for 2. But man, Trevor Ariza is fitting to this game, into our lineup really well. And I was thinking about it. I love Jay Crowder, and I felt like he brought a lot of 3-point shooting to this team. But Trevor Ariza does a lot more offensively. He's a lot more creative. He can take you off the dribble. He can do a lot of different things. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he fits coming playoff time. But I love what I saw tonight.
Yeah,
I have to address someone in the comments.
Please.
We do not all hate on Tyler Hero. Why does this show downplay when Tyler is balling but make big noise when he isn't playing well?
Hey, listen.
I don't know, Royal. Why do you do that?
I don't know. Some of us don't hate on Tyler Hero. Some of us just tell the goddamn truth about him when we see it, as opposed to denying the obvious. I wasn't going to do this tonight, Alana. You brought it to me
tonight. What was the truth
did
tonight?
not bring it.
The truth of the past couple of games has been that Tyler Hero has been phenomenal in the role that we needed for him to be phenomenal in. Like, he has been an additional scorer for this team, and his scoring has been impactful, even if it has been in spurts. That has not been the case for most of this season. And
I agree. I never said that. I just said we weren't giving him a chance. So I wanted to point out that I shouldn't be lumped in with the rest.
I don't know what they're talking about, because the only thing that I did was explain what I was looking at, which was somebody playing like shit. And now that they are not playing like shit, everybody wants me to say that I was wrong. And I was not wrong, because when I was talking, he was playing like shit. Okay? There's nothing that y'all gonna say to me. I told you, I don't care about what y'all talking about, bro. Like, y'all are zeros and ones to me. Y'all can't hurt me. Okay? Y'all cannot. What the fuck is going on here? But Tyler played well. I don't want to bash him. I think Tyler has been improving, and hopefully this is the Tyler that we get for the rest of the season. Ricky, I don't think we allowed you to pick a player, so pick a player and talk about him.
I'm gonna pick somebody that I think would have a good time hanging out with Beast Mode, the guy that used to play for the the Seattle Seahawks?
Marshawn Lynch.
There we go, Marshawn Lynch. Because based on what I've been seeing from him this season on the Heat, he is quite literally about that action, boss. Because just look tonight, that man was ready. He was ready. I mean, we saw Ariza get into it with Dwight. We saw Jimmy kind of get into it with Dwight when the cameras weren't looking. And not long, I think it was in the third quarter, not long afterwards, you see not only does Dedmon get into it with Dwight, he then hits him with a jump hook on the very next play down. He's about that action. He's not backing down from anyone. And that kind of energy, and I want to be very careful with this comparison, it reminds me of when the 2005 Miami Heat got a certain center via free agency late in the season by the name of Alonzo Mourning.
I
know it sounds blasphemous.
Fucking dare.
Hold on. No, I know what I'm talking about now. The reason I'm saying this is because energy off the bench. You don't freak out when Shaq sits, even though Michael Doliak was pretty good in his own right. And this guy isn't. He'll move some bodies around in the paint for you, and that's what we're gonna need against Philly or even Brooklyn. So hey.
So Christian Carter's told me to go back and read his dono. I missed it completely. Thank you, Christian Carter's, for the 199 dono. He said, UD, Gogi, Uncle Dedmon, Iggy, Ariza, 150 years of wisdom. That's funny. And then I got Ariel Latia said, current dono count for this show is somewhere in the 700s. I thought we had reached the band already, just being honest. From what I was saying, I thought we had reached the band. All right, guys, I'm partially inebriated, and my train of thought is all over the place. So, Jonathan Ramakan, I like you as a host. So you tell us what we should be talking about right now in terms of basketball, this game tonight, Miami Heat. I don't really give a shit where you go with the conversation.
Coins.
Yeah, right. Shiba Ino's down 100%, but you could have 12 times your money in the last week if you done that, right? No, but getting to the game, I want to get into what will Kendrick Nunn be in the playoffs this time? Because last year he didn't have that opportunity. He came out because of COVID and he came back in the rotation. He worked himself back. This year we have a different Kendrick Nunn. We have one that's able to do a little bit on defense, right? On the 5 Reasons podcast where they had Kendrick Nunn on, they asked him, what he can do. He says he can guard 1 through 3, and he ended up on Tobias Harris tonight a couple of times. And, Tobias made a couple shots over him just being the taller guy, but there was a time, like I said, where he got that block. And he's doing things, kind of getting like that steal where Jimmy will come blindside and get it. He's getting that. He's an explosive player. He's able to dunk the ball, unlike another guy we have coming off the bench. But I just feel like Kendrick Nunn has a lot to offer come playoff time if we use him right. So I'm just wondering, what do you guys think, or how do you guys think Kendrick Nunn will come or be used come playoff time?
You got to point it to somebody. You got to give it to somebody.
All right, let's start off with Royal. Let's start off with you, bro.
Okay, so for me, Kendrick Nunn has been one of the biggest reason why the Victor Oladipo being out for the season news didn't really hit as hard as it could have for the Miami Heat. Kendrick Nunn has been phenomenal in the role that we've asked him to play. Next to all of those starters, he's been a serviceable scorer. He's been competent with the ball. He has and that's all we need him to be in the playoffs. Just do what you've been doing, and we will be fine. If we can get some scoring out you, great. We get some great defense out you one night, great. But don't be a turnstile. He's getting over a lot more screens than he used to, and so I'm with it, bro. I'm with Kendrick Nunn being able to produce at the same level that he's producing now. I don't know what you want to do.
Brian, what do you think?
I think I'm expecting basically what Kendrick is given in the regular season. I mean, I feel like last year was an aberration because he was coming off COVID, trying to find his way back, bubble, yada, yada, yada. But I think he's legitimately worked himself into being somewhere between an average and above average player on any given night. So I'm not sure that he'll be the difference in this series, but I definitely do think he'll be a steadying force that the team will rely on a decent amount in the playoffs. And I think he's going to do a pretty good job of being that force.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he brings a different dimension to this team. Ricky, I'll go to you on this one because you're a resident Knicks fan, right? If we do end up matching up with the Knicks in the first round, Coach Spo gets a lot of heat during the year about his rotations, the way he does things, etc. Coach Spo really is built for the playoffs. He's a playoff-style coach, and that's when he's in his peak element, right? How do you feel the coaching battle will go down in that first round if we end up playing the
Well, okay, so here's what I'm going to do for all you Heat fans out there that seem
That's a dirty-ass spot,
diddle
man.
yourselves to the thought of the Knicks losing for a change in the playoffs. I think the Heat have a very good chance at beating the Knicks, not only because talent-wise they're inferior to Miami, even with their superior defense. Spo has a history of coaching against and defeating Tom Thibodeau. He's done that multiple times against the Chicago Bulls, as I'm sure Alana remembers very well. And not only that, when you look at the way the Knicks are constructed, let's take a look at the way the Knicks lost to the Lakers just the other night. One of the best ways to shut this Knicks team down is to let Julius let Julius Randle dribble out the clock, and then when the clock gets low, swarm him so he's unable to pass out of the double team. That's one of his actual weaknesses. And as Miami has shown in the last, I think, 3 regular season games in which they've won, they can beat the Knicks. So when you look at Spo, you're really going to see a coach that I won't necessarily say he'll coach circles around Tom Thibodeau, but with the team that Spo has, he will get them up against this Knicks team. I see the Miami Heat defeating the New York Knicks in 4 to 5 games, if that. I don't see it being too long of a series. However, keep in mind when I call something, what usually happens. So take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, so we know that
we're gonna blow that shit out, Ricky.
Yes, exactly.
That's what my words said. I don't.
Yeah,
Roy, you're not allowed to mop, are you?
You said what?
You're not allowed to mop, are you?
No. No. I can only take out the garbage.
And one last thing, if I could mention just one last thing about Kendrick Nunn, the Miami Heat have never won a championship without a Chicago native with them in the trenches.
I was about to say Chicago boys do it different.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is, but whenever you've got someone from Chicago on your team, you tend to do better.
True that, man.
If their name is Dwayne Wade,
I mean, that should
counts.
There's something about that.
Royal.
I mean, he's from Robbins, but okay, that's fine. Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah, Robbins, Illinois, but it's okay. He calls Chicago his home. We'll take him.
Yeah,
that's like me saying Miami. I'm from Boca, but hey, yeah, Chicago. Let's do it.
Listen, who is in the bushes, me or you guys? I think I know best.
You.
I love to take pride in that.
That's all you.
Y'all,
going on?
Sylvia, you know damn well why she was in the bushes. Wade.
I didn't need binoculars because I was close enough.
My God.
And your little dog too.
He had 2 dogs with him, in fact.
Oh my God. Wade, you're glistening.
Probably a warrant out there somewhere.
I'll never tell.
We'll get this back on the rails.
Oh, that's
Simba, I'll
public
get to you
record.
on this one, man. Jimmy Butler's been absolutely phenomenal since coming back. He's just carried this team on his back, and I think tonight, and actually just the last couple of games, we've seen what he can do and how the way he can put this team on his back. If other guys aren't having the best nights when come playoff time, how far do you think Jimmy Butler can take this team? Or how deep do you think Jimmy Butler can take this team by himself?
Without everybody, I think we would only win the first round. Like, I don't think Jimmy's going to be able to take us past that, to be honest. Even if it's against the Knicks, I don't know if just Jimmy alone is going to be enough. That's just being honest, because that's just not enough. We're going to need somebody else to step up, whether it's Bam to be aggressive every, what is he doing? Every other game right now? That's when he decides to be aggressive. Duncan, as long as he's consistent. I think Kendrick Nunn plays such an important role in this team. Like, they asked him to fill the needs of a starting point guard, and he's like actually doing it. So even though he's not having like the best scoring nights all the time, he's getting points when we need it. He's being like, he's competing on defense. So it's going to take everybody, but Jimmy, I mean, I wouldn't honestly be too surprised if we went past the second round with just Jimmy, but at the same time, I don't think that's going to be like reasonable at all.
Yo, Simba, bro, why when Jonathan asks you a question, you behave, bro? And when I ask you a question, you just go everywhere but where the fuck I ask you. Thank you, Ravi Patel, for the 199. Don't know. He said the man K9 will be a beast in the playoffs. Brian?
Correct. Yes. Cosign.
Are you throwing it to me? Kendrick Nunn will be a serviceable NBA player in the playoffs. I don't know about Beast. Beast is going a little far. Beast is like an all-star caliber player. Look, Kendrick Nunn's played well. He's not a damn all-star. Let's chill, right? We got Jimmy and Bam for that shit. He'll be fine. I'm not trying to hate on the guy.
That's why he
I'm
didn't
just
say
saying,
all-star. He said beast. There's a difference.
what does beast mean? Beast
exactly. It's whatever he
Dwayne
wants
Dedmon.
it to mean. I think I just shut down your argument. Case
Can
closed.
beast mean terrible player? Can beast
Dwayne
mean play
Dedmon.
like shit? I mean, like,
No.
Okay. Well, I guess if beast could be literally anything except plays like absolute shit, then sure, Kendrick Nunn could be a beast. Tyler Hero could be a beast. Mario Chalmers off the street could be a beast. I mean,
Bring back
I don't know what
Rio.
that means. I'm just
All
saying
right,
he'll be
let me
fine.
get to
I'm
this
not
a
trying to
little
hate on the guy. Dude will be fine. I just don't know if he's going to be.
Let me get to this,
beast.
bro. Kendrick Nunn has been one of the most consistent players of this team as of late. And I think one or two games during a playoff series, he'll give you 20-plus points. He's giving you great percentages on catch and shoots. That pull-up jumper off the screen and roll with Bam has been phenomenal. He has the lob with Bam that he'll throw every now and then. He's developing chemistry with everybody in that starter group. I think Kendrick Nunn will have a decent a role in this playoff series, and I think he'll be one of the most consistent guys. And I feel like like I said, he'll break out for a scoring game of one or two times every series.
Dasus has been hated in the comments, but yeah, I mean Kendrick Nunn will be fine. I can definitely see a couple games where he scores 20 plus. Like I don't know. I don't have anything negative to say about Kendrick Nunn. I think that falls within the realm of fine. I don't know.
Except everything that just came out your mouth.
Yeah, literally.
That's
every
fine.
word
I don't know.
was
I don't know what y'all want me to say. Y'all just say Kendrick Nunn's gonna be the second coming of Jordan. Like he's gonna be fine. Fine could be
He
pretty
said
good.
beast.
Beast, dude. Come on.
I'm not gonna say beast. Beast is like. Yeah, I had to chill with this beast shit. Let's reserve
Chill with
beast
your
for Jimmy
Scorpio
Butler.
tendencies. That's
No, I'm
what's
saying like
happening here.
okay, what Jimmy Butler did in the playoffs last year, that's beast, right? Kendrick Nunn is gonna give
There's
you that.
levels to this shit.
Yeah,
There's levels to
different
beast.
There's different beasts. Dude.
When I think of
Come
a
on.
beast, I don't think of like a little puppy. I think of
Were
like
you not
damn
were you
lion.
not watching the last episode when they were talking about Pokemon, the pocket monsters? Those are small, tiny beasts. Like a Charmander is a small, tiny beast.
Well, they're monsters.
A Caterpie.
I
They're
don't know, man.
pocket monsters. I know, man. Oh, thank you,
Give me a
Christian
level
Cardus,
100 Caterpie that knows tackle.
Thank you, Christian Cardus, for the $4.99. Don't know. He said, "Will D Wade be cloned? Will he make it out of that park with his dog?" Find out on the next episode of Alana Confessions from the Bushes. Thank you, Cap for Life, for the $5. Don't know. He said, "What's good, crazy kids? Is UD having a midlife crisis? And if so, can he do it before the Knicks series?" Your thoughts, fam? First of all, Udonis Haslem is in his complete right mind. If he would have knocked the shit out of Dwight Howard, my life would have been complete. You hear me? Like, I would have loved to see that, because that's what he was saying. I don't know if y'all was reading Udonis' lips, but he was telling that, "I'll punch in your shit." Like I'll punch you in your fucking face.
Hoodie Maddie has a graphic for
I
that.
think he
Y'all
said
should check her
mouth.
stuff
I think he
out.
said mouth.
Really? Hoodie Maddie has a graphic for that? Hasn't been.
Yep, it's tight.
Is it on Heat latest?
It's on
Yes.
Twitter.
It's on Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all should check that out. I wish we could have it on the post up so that we could show it to all the viewers who are watching us right now. Atabi hard.
Boom.
There it is.
He will punch you in your fucking mouth. That's what he said.
Maddie
I'm
killing
sorry.
it.
Thank you, Maddie. That was a beautiful graphic.
Hauser
fun fact.
being a strange human in his personal life. I really hope that UD gets that when he sees him outside the locker room. That'd be great. Get it on video.
Fact, did you know that Antoine Walker is also a Chicago native that won a title with the Heat?
So, thank you to our sponsor,
you and your
Miami Grill, for
research. I
sponsoring the
love that.
Visit Sports Post Game Show. Miami Grill, if you are craving it, they are making it. They have everything that you want in terms of food. They have wings, they have burgers, they have gyros, they have French fries that are dope. They got milkshakes. So check out your local Miami Grill. You can also go on their Miami Grill app, and they have everything that you want.
Meatball subs.
Yeah, they bring Miami to the table.
Cheesesteaks.
Yes, indeed. And so
Naked
people were
wings.
wondering when the Maya Bielitsa was. He's there as we speak.
At
So
Miami Grill, we've been delivering big favorites from big places for over 30 years. We use fresh ingredients that pack bold flavors, and we always deliver your food the way you like it. So tonight, don't just bring home dinner, bring home Miami.
thank you, Manny. After you play the commercial, you usually could take that down so they could see like people's faces and stuff.
Manny doesn't want to see us anymore. It's okay.
No, Manny wants to see that beautiful, delicious Miami Grill up there. Jonathan Ramaclan, pay the primary sponsor of the Five Reasons Sports Post Up. Bro, I don't know where that picture comes from, but it is always funny to me. You can pay the primary sponsor of the Five Reasons Post Up. I don't like that picture as much.
I love it.
You are muted, Manny. You should know that you're the
I know
producer.
I'm muted. But hear me though. There's somebody else here that has producer controls. So just letting you know, all the pictures that have to do with you, my man, it's not coming from me.
Whoa. So you would never put pictures of anybody else, of Royal, or just everybody else?
I was told from another person who's not on this panel, I cannot use any picture of Royal on the post-up show.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Well, his name was definitely not Royal. You can use any picture of Royal on the post-up show, Manny. And this is coming from Royal. I don't care who
Coming
told you
from
otherwise.
Royal.
Thank you. Bro, come on, bro. Y'all know how this is, bro. Jonathan Ramaclan, pay the primary sponsor of the Five Reasons Sports Post Game Show, Biscayne Bay Brewing.
Yeah, so go to make sure you get your Biscayne Bay Brewing beer. Go to biscaynebaybrewing.com. You can go ahead and check out all the flavors they have. If it's something that you haven't tried before, go ahead and make sure you try it. They actually have a stand at the Miami Marlins Stadium. You get your Regatta Double IPA, the Tropical Bay IPA, the Marlins Lager, which is the official Marlins craft brew beer of the Miami Marlins, Pastime Pilsner, Miami Pale Ale, the La Colada Porter. They have all different types of beer. So whatever your flavor of beer is, whether it's, you want the actual taste or you want a little bit sweeter or whatever, make sure you go to biscaynebaybrewing.com, find where your Biscayne Bay Brewing beer is going to be served, and go ahead and drink responsibly.
My man, they're not Dos Equis though. Ricky, pay Vertagear. I'm sorry, I didn't say Dos Equis on here.
Damn. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's very, after a long day in which your back's hurting, you're doing everything you possibly can to do your job. Oh, purple. Nice. A king needs a throne to sit on, or a queen needs a throne to sit on as well. Most of us here actually have a beautiful Vertagear chair, as we see right here. You see this? You see us all leaning, almost in synchronicity. You see that? Yeah. You love it. All right, now cut to me. I'm talking. Okay, now cut to somebody else. There we go. Lean on it. Lean. Now,
I'm not like the rest of y'all.
Yeah, clearly. Jeez. Okay, yeah. So Vertagear, if you're a gamer, if you're a streamer, if you want to have a top 5, granted there can only be a number one, but if you want to have a top 5 post game show about the Heat or the NBA in general, feel free. Get yourself a chair. You'll feel real comfortable when you do it. We'll leave some information for you in the comments section or in the the bio section underneath this video once we're done. Go over to Vertagear. They'll take good care of you. And look, at the end of the day, your booty will thank you. I promise you that.
Wait,
The
what?
best.
Around.
What's that?
Do we have another sponsor that I forgot already?
Manscaped, what up?
Yeah, they don't sponsor
I
the
came
post up, but since you said,
prepared for y'all.
Go
They don't-
talk about it, Alana.
but go ahead
Might
and
as
talk
well.
about it.
All right, guys, you know what's up? Manscaped, they got ball toner, ball deodorant. You got the lawnmower 4.0 now.
He's using it.
You got Royal making that face when he's using his lawnmower, whatever it's called. Wife, girlfriend, side piece, your balls will thank you.
Oh, he's sad he didn't get one.
And right before I cut off again. I always do this to you, Alana. What she meant to tell y'all was to make sure that you use the promo code 5RSN when you go to manscaped.com. And just like Therapist Preferred, you get 20% off plus free shipping on your order. I'm sorry. I'm so rude, Alana.
No, absolutely. And you guys really need this t-shirt because this is soft as shit. I'm just putting it out there. Listen, I'm
I never
repping
got
y'all.
that
I can show you the back, but I'm not wearing pants, so I can't stand up.
Whoa.
I'm just keeping it real.
Let's hurry up and wrap this up before these comments get out of hand. Look at Simba. Come back here.
Simba turned his camera off. Oh, God.
So we're
It's
not
like
gonna
a
talk.
dress on me. It's a very
Whoa.
long shirt. Okay,
We're not gonna talk about other shows tonight because we're pressed for time. We're already at 51 minutes. We're gonna talk about this next game and then we're gonna wrap this up. So next up, we have the Milwaukee Bucks. Ricky, the boy feeling good?
Oh my goodness, Roy! You already know the boy is feeling absolutely terrible. Okay, look, we got to be completely honest. Okay, the Milwaukee Bucks are a team that if it weren't for COVID and that long break in between and a loss of rhythm last season, probably would have swept Miami in the conference semifinals. Okay, they're a better team than they were last season. We are a worse team than we were last season. It's gonna be pain. Okay, this is not going to be good for Miami. They're outmatched at just about every position, except for maybe small forward, and that could very well be a wash because Jimmy Butler, who even knows at this point, okay? Let's just be real. Heat fans, just calm down, relax, don't expect to win this. I don't even know, when are they playing, Saturday or Sunday? Sunday? I mean,
Saturday and
Saturday.
Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, God. Both 2 losses to end the season? Look, okay, just Heat fans, I know y'all feel good tonight. We're having a good time tonight because of that amazing blow that you-know-what out. Right? But, look, that's not going to happen on Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be an L. Just
First of
focus
all,
on what I'm saying.
Fuck you.
Focus on what I'm saying. All right? Focus. Okay? It's not, it's double L's.
I was just about to get on here and
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
What the fuck?
That was intense. I don't know what the hell that was from.
Yeah.
This is all
Damn.
Michael's fault. He added this to your little Rolodex.
Oh my
But it-
God.
and I
Okay.
love it. Yo, Brian, the boy feeling good?
The boy feeling good. Reason number 1, the Heat live in the Bucks' head rent free, right? We all know that.
That's a lie.
Hey, they 1-5, so you know what I'm saying. Like, this is gonna be a dub. We all know it's gonna be a dub. The Heat are rolling. I don't think Wisconsin's a real place, and you can't lose in a place that's fictional. Nobody cares about that state. Yeah, no.
Quick, someone look up where Stephen Blues Clues live.
All right. So
Isn't he in jail?
20-point win. We
Good
got
point.
this. I'm not worried. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking up where Steve from Blues Clues was. I was Googling it. Like I thought you were going to keep talking a little bit longer than that, but since I have to host, somebody else do it. Alana, the girl
What
feeling
up?
good?
Girl feeling fucking fire. Let's go.
Yo. Yes,
Dubs on
indeed.
deck.
Yes, indeed.
That was
We're going
really
to you last, Simba, because we know you are the originator. Or, well, you're the second originator. I'm the originator. You made me bring it onto streams. But Jonathan Ramlakan, the boy feeling good?
You already know the boy feeling good. We're gonna go
Yes,
ahead.
indeed.
We're gonna take Milwaukee, like Brian said. We live in the head rent free. Giannis is gonna get frustrated again. We're gonna see the entire Milwaukee's team realize that if they come face to face with the Heat again in the playoffs, that they can't win a title. So I feel like boy, feeling good.
Simba.
Is it my turn?
Where the hell is Ricky?
Y'all are peak wildin' tonight.
Whoa.
What the
You got Udonis on the screen. Welcome Udonis.
Yo, bro, what the fuck is going on? Simba, is that you, bro?
We have lost all control.
This is not time.
I was like,
Simba, the boy feeling good?
I'm feeling great now. I mean, fuck. Like, I was feeling good before. Now I'm feeling fucking great. No, we are going to blow that shit out, okay? We are going to blow that shit out. I don't care what about Giannis and all that stuff. We got a wall, all right, and we're going to fucking use it against him. Kendrick Nunn always shows up against the Bucks, I think. And I'm going to go with that. Boom.
There we go. There we go. Y'all know where the boy at. The Heat up finna blow that shit out. Fuck is you telling me? Listen, we are on a roll right now. I think we won 7 out of our last 8 games. And I think right now Miami has officially, in my eyes, turned the corner. Look, I was negative on them for a very long time. I was down about the inconsistent play. Very, like for almost up until 2 weeks left in the season, down on them. But I have seen improvement from everybody who I was bashing on, including Tyler.
I'm sorry, who? What was that? Which one more time for your girl? One more time.
Tyler. Excuse me. Tyler.
It's like Squidward trying to
need a box of heroes to fix that.
6'6" Jake Paul.
I don't think I can scarf them bitches down. But yeah, but we've seen a lot of improvement from all the players who've been playing down. They've kind of come around. And so this team looked like it's hitting its stride. And as people say, it's not about you playing your best ball. It's about when you play your best ball. And so we're playing our best ball at the end of the season. I'm looking forward to them continuing that because they're making a push for home court advantage in that first round. And I think that is well done. So my guy, Adam Barai, with the $99.99 taking the lazy way out because you owe us more money than that. I can tell you that for sure. But you said match, and I will always appreciate the $99.99. Don't know. Do it again, and we'll call it even. So, as always, thank you to you guys in the comments for making the show much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to the people who joined me on this panel tonight. My man, Jonathan Ramlakan, Simba, the First Lady of 5 Reasons Sports, Alana Tahara, Brian Young, and the ghost of Ricky J. Mark. We'll see you guys.
6.
Yo, tonight was the last night we wore the Vice jerseys, right?
That was the last time we wore the Vice
R.I.P.
jersey. Yeah, R.I.P. to Ricky ass.
R.I.P. our jerseys.
What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck is going on here? Bro, y'all are tripping.
That's what the jerseys look like.
My boy Adam Barai did it again with the $99.99. Don't know. He said, plus my own Benjamin for the win. So that's $200 from the guy, Big Banks Barai. That has effectively called it even. Everybody who was calling for it, thank you. Huh?
I want cuts, though. I want in now.
Ooh, I'm so sorry to hear that. We negotiated these contracts months ago. We'll see you guys on Saturday. Play the video, Manny.